Welcome back, guys. Crypto Follow channel. Long time period I'm not post any tutorials on this channel, and today I want to show you just a video for beginners. What basically you have to do when you just open the fresh chart. This is the first steps what you can do when you analyze the tokens for opening positions. It's going to be the simple steps. I recommend you identify the types of delivery price. Where are we now? So here, on different time frames. When you open the chart of BTC, for example, I start usually with the monthly time frame, after that moving to the weekly, daily, and to the lower time frames. But this model you can use on different time frames. For example, you can start intraday from 1 hour time frame and move on to the smaller one time frames to open position. I recommend you use this cheat list and this idea on TradingView. It's free educational content. So types of delivery prices. This is the most popular 4 forms of the price action on the charts, what you can see every single day on every single time frames. So first one is expansion. So basically it's like impulse, correction, impulse. So expansion and correction is work together. So we got expansion. This is a correction, expansion, correction, impulse, correction, impulse, correction, and you have to identify where we now. So if we were, if you identified, so for example, on the 1 hour time frame, we are in expansion. So on the small time frames, you work on that direction where this expansion goes. So if it's an expansion down and you see the order flow down, you open the short position with the proper money management, the stop losses. After that, this is a reversal. Not so often we can find out pure reversal moves. You know, usually it's happening when we drop it down to some K levels. For example, this is daily time frame on Ethereum. So we drop it down in March to some K level, like 1 K 700. We bounce it, sweep the low, and usually we stop at some also K point or a point of interest. It can be the fair value gap, it can be some liquidity pool, it can be the yearly open, monthly open, yearly open, vice versa. And after that, we can see the great reversal move. The same way reversal move can be down. After that, this is the next type of delivery price, it's correction. So expansion, correction. Usually we can close 50% of this expansion or smaller one or bigger one. That's why you can use the FIB and identify the potential levels. Here's a drop, week of the candle. You remember this drop, what happened recently, October 10. Bounce, correction, expansion. Correction, expansion. And consolidation. Consolidation is the most popular price action on the charts because I guess 90% or maybe not 90, but 80% of time, the price usually move just in a sideways. So everything depends on the time frame. For example, if we zoom out, so technically this was just sideways. So top, bottom. So this is a monthly time frame. This impulse, sideways, and correction down. This was a sideways also here from June 22. Till, for example, February 23, we moved just in a sideways. But we bounced it from the monthly 50% gap and start the new expansion. Got it. After that, what usually when you identify types of delivery prices where we now, I mark this for text. I usually start to identify the context. Where we now, the liquidity zones. Considering the structure and liquidity zones, determine where the price is currently located and where it's most likely to head next. So we're not trying to by luck guess, oh, I think we move higher. Of course, for BTC, for example, if you believe in the continuation of the trend, you can say, oh, for the long run, we are in the uptrend. But it can take us 40 years, for example. That's why we can focus from the monthly time frame to the weekly time frame to the daily time frame to the smaller one. So when the direction is clear and you, for example, identified here on the weekly time frame, we are in a downtrend. So the point of interest was here the weekly gap Done. So next point of interest, it's this liquidity pool and this liquidity pool. So this is our point of interest. On the small time frame, when we move up to the daily time frame, we can identify this liquidity pool can be like a point of interest. Without any reason, now the BTC going down and people trying to find the reasons, because the Japan central banks do something, or MicroStrategy maybe will sell the tokens, maybe the winter mood just dump the price. Absolutely, it doesn't matter. It can't be the context. It can be, it's just after the fact. The context is we got expansion, correction, expansion, correction, expansion, correction, and we get another expansion. When we identify the liquidity zones, so this is the main liquidity zone. That's why at current moment, I added my limit order around 79,400. We get all chances, so maybe we'll not drop that low. And it's more than okay, but it's our point of interest. We can't trade just by luck without any reason and real logical explanation, just by luck. So, I want to open long now. Of course, it's possible. So maybe tomorrow we'll see something like this one. Yes, it's possible. But for me personally, now it's zero reason to open. So within the point of interest, wait for confirmation before entering the position. It can be the spot or it can be the futures position. Usually we identify the swing high and swing low. Once again, it's a structure. Highly recommend you guys go and check the video about a structure on channel. So we can identify the upward formation when the price formed the high, HH and HAL. So high and high low. Price update the higher without updating the low. And downward, so it's formation by the price of the lower high and lower low. Price updates the low without updating the high. So technically now we're in the downtrend, downward this one. So we have to work with this. And the next one is consolidation. Consolidation sideways can be, for example, this one. Last time the sideways was here from March 24 till, for example, the break of structure. Why the break of structure? Because this one. This is a break of structure. About a break of structure, highly recommend you go and check this video on channel about a break of structure. And now, technically, the structure on the weekly time frame for BTC. It's here, impulse. So this is a lower low. This is a lower high, higher low, higher high. Because we break the global structure. Higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and now we still got like higher low. The break of global structure on BTC will be if we drop under this point of interest, it's 74,500. If we break this low, technically it can be the end of uptrend structure. Of course, it's locally it can be the fake out, for example, and we can see something like this one, form head and shoulder, and going down in the long bear market. So until now, until that break of structure, break of the last high low, we are in the uptrend. You can add some uptrend line, downtrend line. So for me, basically, it's not make sense. We just have to pay attention for liquidity pools and the structure on a monthly, on a weekly, on a daily. So on the weekly, we're still in an uptrend structure. But if we break it, we can bounce it, form the lower high, because this is a higher high now, form the lower high and go into bear market. I also recommend you guys, when you identify all of these types of delivery prices, I recommend you use the free indicator. It's what I recently used. It's a wicked fractals. So it's showing you the 3 candles, this one. So I recommend you to use the wicked fractals. So the swing highs, right? When we get the 3 candles, and the central one, it's main swing. 1, 2, 3. So this is a swing, drop. And this triangles, you can adjust in the settings, 5 candles or 3 candles. I use the 3 3 bars to see the fractals. And usually we come back and sweep that fractals on different time frames. But it's, of course, depends on the time frame. So now all eyes on this fractal and this fractal until we not sweep some of these fractals, we just in a range. If we go to the 12 time frame, we get a smaller one. If we move to the 4 time frame, here we sweep it. So the next one is here, like a magnet, 83, 470, 487, and this one. So we get a 4 time frame, 2K points, this and this. And when you identify the price action, when you identify all levels or fractals, you can start build your point of interest where you would like to open position for the spot or for the futures. That's why, in my personal opinion, now I'm not touch the BTC. That's why I maybe will open position when we sweep this fractal and not break the global structure. In this case, on this example, I can wait to the reversal move. So yes, it can be like for someone, it can be the double bottom. You can call it whatever you want. After that, we need to break this high to talk about a break of structure. So this will be the break of structure. You can mark. Highly recommend you, by the way, use the templates for identification. So this is it. Guys, I highly recommend you go and check this educational idea on TradingView. Link will be on the description below. I hope you like this video. Write please in a comment. I hope you like this video. Subscribe channel, hit the like button, and don't forget join my Telegram channel. See you next time, guys.